Hey everybody, Jason Pope back here again with the 7 principles of success, and today we're going to talk about the fourth principle, and that is people. So I'm going to kind of start this with a question. Are you in your business for the right reasons? Um, and that's what the fourth principle of success is. It's just people, right? And so why I started this with a question is, are you in this for the right reasons? If your reason is I want to make a lot of money, you're not in it for the right reason. Money follows success, right? And really, if you don't focus on the people or the individual, then that success is really going to be a struggle for you. People will drive everything. I focus on making other people successful, right? I don't focus on let me sell you my product. Now my product is great, right? And that's how we meet, and that's how you learn these principles and how you learn to enact them in your business. But it's not just about money. It's about people, right? And people it drives everything, right? Have you ever met a leader online in the real world who says that they're here for the people, but really at the end of the day, they're just about the money, right? How does that make you feel when the truth comes out, right? So say you join somebody and they're like, "Yeah, I'm here for the people and I just want to show value and give back to the people." And so you sign up under them and you're like, "Oh, that's great. Like this guy's going to help me and because I'm new and I need to learn and I don't know and this guy he seems like he's going to help me." And the first time you reach out to him, he's like, "Go watch my video." Or the first time you try to ask him a question, he's like, "That's I've explained that 1,000 times to you." And maybe they have, maybe they haven't, but that doesn't matter, right? How you treat people in this industry is really what's going to count long term. Um, I've been in this industry a long time, and I've seen some shenanigans with like the big leaders, if you will say they're all about the people, but really they're all about profits, and they just want to make money. And some of them are forthcoming with it, right? They talk about like how much money they made and blah blah blah. But if you really don't want to work with or help uplift people, you should go into stocks or some other industry that isn't people based because network marketing is very people based. We are in the industry of helping people succeed, right? So I kind of give you a little story. If you've been following me or you know me, I generally like to help people be successful. And if I don't have the answer, somebody on my team does, right? That's why we work as a team, right? Um, but I've learned a few lessons, right? So one day my wife and I were getting ready to go out and to dinner, and we live here in Vegas, so we were getting ready to go to our favorite place, and you know we parked, and I'm not talking about this to brag or boast or anything, so forgive me, but my wife and I drive a expensive fancy car, right? So anyway, my wife and I jumped out of our car, and these two young individuals ran over to us, and they had to be in their 20s, and they were like, "Man, I'd love to have that car. Can I take a picture with your car?" And I'm like, "Sure, feel free, feel free, have at it." Um, and I'm always on, right? So my wife's used to that. I'm always on. I always want to help somebody. So I said back to them after they were done taking their pictures, and I said, like, you know, do you want to have one of those cars? And I can help you with that. And the look on their faces, it was kind of hilarious. They just kind of dropped. And I handed each one of them my business card, and I told them, like, I need about 6 months to a year of time with you guys to help you to be able to afford this car and more. And I got the typical, like, "Wow, like, what do you do?" Blah blah blah. And I said, "Look, now's not the time. I'm trying to take my wife to dinner, and I'll talk to you later." And so we went on our way in. Now, the funny thing is my wife does her own business. She does like customized crafts and needlepoint and things that I can't do. Right? She's very crafty. The things she makes look like they're bought in a store, and that always amazes me because I'm not good at that. But back to the story. We walked into our reservation a few minutes late, but she looked right over at me and said something that really amazed me, and I kind of stopped. And she said, "You shouldn't have left the decision of success up to those two individuals. They're probably not going to not going to call you, you should go get their phone number. You've helped a ton of people. Why not help them? And I was kind of shocked by this because I thought, yeah, that's right. I do help people, and I always just hand my business card out. I've made a conscious effort to not chase people, right? Because I was chased early on in network marketing, and it drove me nuts. So I said, I'm never going to chase people. I'm going to show them the opportunity. I'm going to show them the power of the product. And if they don't get it, right, I'll drip on them for a little bit, but I'm not going to chase people, for your success in your health or your success money wise. I'm just not going to chase you. So I pondered for a couple seconds and I ran back out there and I said, look, you know, normally I don't do this, but like, let me get your cell phone number. And both of them were very eager and said, like, here's my cell phone number. And I texted them real quick, so I had it in my phone. And I said, I'll give you guys a call tomorrow. And sure enough, I called both of them tomorrow, the next day, and followed up with them and started talking to them about like what I do, how I make a difference with others, and how I could help them build their business and how they could get into this. And both of them were, of course, a little skeptical at first, right? Like, oh, I've heard of online marketing and I'm not good at it. And I said, look, like, just do you understand the product? And they said, yeah, I totally understand the product. It's expensive and I can't afford it right now or whatever. Luckily, the product I work with has financing options, so it's zero down. So money really doesn't come that much into play as long as you have a vision and a plan and platforms and products, right? You can do these things. But to make a long story short, at the end of the day, I got them enrolled. They got their products. We built their platforms together. Um, this was all local, so it was a little bit easier, right? So I just kept having them come over to my house, or we'd meet at a coffee shop. We built their plans, and then, 6 months later, here they are. They're successful in the business, and I feel closer with them now. I call them friends now. But I asked them kind of point blank one day. I said, "Hey, remember when we first started this?" And they said, "Yeah," and they were laughing and they're like, "Yeah, you pulled up in your Jaguar, and there it is." And I was like, "Yeah, but I gave you my card. Would you guys have called me if I had not come back out and got your phone number?" And they were like, "We really don't know because we were in a different place then. We were college kids. We were broke. We really didn't have a vision or anything, but we're sure glad you ran back out and called us." And a couple months later, one of them actually came up to me and said, "Hey, you asked me this, and it's been bothering me because I wasn't 100% honest with you. I wouldn't have called you because I've been pitched so many times by so many different people that I just, yeah, you had a nice car, but like, who cares, right? Like, I'm not you." And it wasn't until you spent the time with me that you built up my motivation and my self-esteem to realize that I really could do this. And that's really what we're doing. The more of the story is help people be where they want to be, and they're going to help you get to where you want to be. And I fully believe that because these two have taught me things that, had I not got them involved as a partner on my team, there are certain things I just would not have known how to do because different perspective, right? And same with them, right? They may never have found success in network marketing. So we feed off each other, right? And really everybody does. If you aren't where you want to be in your life, let me know and we can get a plan going together, right? That's kind of the end of it. I'm here to serve the people, if you will, right? I want people to be successful, and that's why I'm making these videos, and that's why I continue to reach out and help people grow their businesses. Um, my name and everything's going to be below somewhere down there. My cell phone number. You can text me, call me, email me. I'll have a link to the business that I planted my flag in. It's the only business that I work in. I don't do anything else. Even certain platforms that I use have affiliate programs. I strictly stay away from the affiliate program because I don't want anyone to be confused. It's all about being in that one lane. And, again, I'm here for you. If you're not where you want to be, let me know and we'll get you to where you want to be. Jason Pope signing off.